Hey guys, here working with the 2012 Kenworth with engine Cummins ISC, the 8.3. So he broke down last night. I went over to see if I could maybe turn off the red code because it was on D-rate mode. Didn't let it run for more over than 5 miles per hour. Couldn't do anything, so we had to tow it in here. I kind of figured over there when we were over there because I had codes 3574, 3714, 3712, and 1682. That's the code we're going to be talking about today. But 3714, like you guys all know, that's the amber at the engine D-rate protection, the torque, and the 3712, which is the red one, what becomes after treatment SCR or operator inducement, which you can see right here down here. These two were active, but I already cleared them, so I didn't even clear them. They went away as soon as I fixed the problem. So we brought it in. Kind of figure there's somebody else right there on YouTube that made a video that said it could be the 7 injector, not the 7 injector, the depth dozer, and because that's where the pressure sensor is at. So there was no pressure going into that dozer, and the ECM detected that there was no depth going into the exhaust, DPF, all that filters. So what I did, obviously, I wrote this down for you guys because I know I had deleted them yesterday, but these were the codes that were active yesterday. If you could see, 3574, which is an amber, it was only one count, only one time active. 3714 is the amber, it was active 10 times the counts. 3712 red, that was the red light, the one that doesn't let you run more than 5 miles per hour. And obviously the one that cost the whole shabam was 1682, which is the after treatment 1 diesel exhaust fluid dosing unit input lines condition still exists. So saying that the problem was still there. I did delete the codes. I deleted them, and I was only left with the 3714 and 3712, which in my case, if I'm not able to take those codes out, then I really can't do anything about it. I'm gonna have to tow the truck because that's the red light and the engine protection torque D-rate. So I brought it in. Obviously going from the 1682, which is, it was still active. I kind of figured it was going to be something. It was either going to be the dozer or maybe the pump, because I've had this problem before, which the last time it was the pump. I had replaced the depth dozer, didn't work, and then I replaced the pump, and voila, that was the whole problem. So same thing here. I took off the dozer. I didn't replace it this time because I inspected it, checked it out, and it looked in good condition. So as soon as I saw, and I try to do, for those who don't know how to do the test, you go to ECM diagnostic test. You just take this off, and then you go to the exhaust fluid dozer pump override test. I tried to do that, it didn't let me. Well, right now I will, but I'm not gonna do it because I already have everything hooked up. And it didn't want to let me, like the ECM wasn't even reading, it just didn't. So I'm like, I figured it was gonna be something with the pump. I started, luckily I had a pump with me. I mean, I know for a lot of you guys gonna be a little hard, but if your mechanic maybe has a spare pump, have him check it out. Obviously, before you even place the pump, try to do this test. And this allows you to see if the dozer sprays a certain amount, and then we go, once it starts spraying a certain amount, we could tell if the pump is working or not. So sure enough, I replaced the pump. I did the test, and it allowed me, and that's how I knew. Another thing, if you guys turn on the truck and leave it running maybe for like 5 minutes, I say 5 minutes, or even move it for like just back it up and pull it back in, because sometimes it doesn't activate until you like the temperature goes up. So try to move it, or maybe leave it running for 5 minutes and then turn it off. If you don't hear the pump kicking in, then that could tell you that the DEF pump is no good. Most of the trucks, and I mean, quote me on this, but most of the trucks, you have it on for a while, you raise up the temperatures, then you turn it off, you're gonna hear the pump. It sounds kind of like the like a fuel pump on a car when you turn on the car and then you open up the switch and you hear it running. Same thing. So that's another thing you could see, maybe your pump is giving up. So like I said, going back to this 1682, my problem here with this truck was the DEF pump. I've heard people that they get this code, they it ends up being the just the DEF doser. So make sure you guys check the DEF doser as well. See if it's not corroded, full of that crystallized DEF in the surface of the forgot what it's called. Well, where it's installed, where it's mounted. So just make sure it's everything's clean around there. After you guys check that, continue doing the test, the diesel exhaust fluid doser pump override test. And if still you can get nothing, then we could be talking that it's your DEF pump. You guys have any question with that, just comment down below and I'll be happy to help you guys out. Like I said, these were my codes when I went to go pick up the truck and it was on the road. These were the ones that were active. And if you can see at 3714 and 1682, they're almost the same counts. 1682 was a problem, causing everything else. So 1682 active after treatment 1 diesel exhaust fluid dosing unit input lines condition still exists. So it was, the problem was still there. And obviously I erased the codes. And even though it went away, 3714 and 3712 were still there, and I couldn't move the truck because it still recognized that the pump was not working. So keep that in mind, and I hope this video helped you guys out a lot. Like I said, I'm about to get this one installed already. It's still hanging there. I just gotta put the cover, and the one I replaced, let me just take you guys over here, that way you can take a look at it. It's this one right here. You guys too, if you guys could test, I'm gonna show you guys really quick. There's 2 right here, 1 and 2. You put a ground right here and you put the red current on this one. If you don't hear the pump running, then it could probably be that your pump is no good. So that's another thing you guys could do. And no one's gonna tell you this. Why? Because they don't want you to figure things out. So negative and a positive right here, and the red current. If you hear the pump activating, then it's good. If you just hear a click and no operational, then it could be that your pump is shot. So good luck. Like I said, if you guys have any comments, just comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. I mean, I try to do a lot of videos like this because I mean that's all I work on. I only work on big rigs. And honestly, just comment below and hopefully I could answer some of your questions. So subscribe as well. Thank you and good luck.